Hi friends, the first Season 18 Stories from the Outlands dropped today for Apex Legends and it's called Kill Code. I'm going to explain it all in this video so you know exactly what it means for Season 18 and also how it relates to the lore of Apex Legends so far. First, you'll need to know some background on the lore from the last couple of seasons in Apex Legends to really understand what's happening in this Stories from the Outlands. So you'll know Eduardo Silva took over the Syndicate. If you don't know who he is, he's essentially the rich leader of Silva Pharmaceuticals, the company that makes Stim. Eduardo's also the father of Octane, at least that's what everyone thinks. However, a few seasons ago, Octane and Lifeline discovered that Eduardo Silva isn't actually Eduardo Silva. He is in fact Torres Silva, and the real Eduardo Silva is dead. Lifeline also discovered Torres is planning something big in the Outlands, and she's been investigating it over the last few seasons to try and expose what Torres is up to. She believes it has something to do with Salvo, and so she's roped Maggie into helping her, and Loba's also recently become involved, and partly that's because there's a bit of a tie-in with Revenant, which we'll see as we talk through the Stories from the Outlands. So Kill Code starts with Loba, Lifeline and Mad Maggie sneaking through Salvo, as it seems to be the source of where Eduardo's building his evil scheme. They arrive at a bar of an old friend of Mad Maggie's. You also notice a few little hidden Easter eggs through this scene. You'll see Bone Cage in the background, for example, which is the underground fight scene, and it's where Fuse made his big name before joining the Apex games. You also see they're throwing darts at Eduardo Silva's face. Clearly we know the people of Salvo don't really like him. And you'll also see some shots in the TV in the background of a young Ballistic from his early days as a competitor. Now Loba, Mad Maggie and Lifeline are questioning Mad Maggie's friend, Scudge, but he's kind of reluctant to tell them anything, and they work out that's because he's scared of Eduardo Silva, and that leads them to a Hammond's robotic compound. As they go through the compound, you'll notice some spectres are being assembled around the base, and as they walk through, Loba notices something in the doorway over to the left, and she heads through there to check it out, while Lifeline and Mad Maggie move to the center console to hack and steal the data they need. Lifeline then realizes that there are more bases like this all over the Outlands, and while Lifeline's downloading the data, Mad Maggie, being her inquisitive and slightly crazy self, accidentally sets off the defense systems of the base, and this triggers the spectres to go into defense mode. This means Lifeline has to cut short the data transfer. Loba leads the fight to take out the spectres and clear up an opening for them to escape. However, the spectres look like they're about to break through the door until Valkyrie comes to save the day, and she offers the ladies a ride out of Salvo. And as they're flying off to safety, it's revealed Loba took something from the compound. And you might have heard about Revenant Reborn coming. This looks like it could be a component of Revenant's new source code, and it feels like Loba's recognized that and she's taken it. Now there seems to be a strong link between Revenant and what Eduardo Silva's working on, and I believe that's what this Stories of the Outlands is about to reveal in part 2. Now the ending also shows that thumb drive Lifeline used to get the data has a logo on it, and you might be wondering what the significance of that logo is, and from what I can tell it looks a lot like Crypto's logo. If you remember back to Crypto Stories from the Outlands, you could see his logo right at the end of that. They look virtually the same, so I'm guessing Crypto gave Lifeline this thumb drive to hack and steal the data. And by the way, this could also have a tie-in to Mila, Crypto's sister, and her potential involvement somehow. Could even lead to her joining the Apex games in the future, and ultimately that brings us to the end of part 1. It says part 2 of this story will drop on the 31st of July, which is a week before Season 18 is due to start. Oh yeah, and given all of this is happening on Salvo, it's potentially teasing Salvo as the location of the next map, probably not in Season 18, but maybe in Season 19. Anyway, hopefully this sheds a bit more light around what's going on and the backstory behind it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.